Hello and welcome. Thank you for bringing us in. I am here with the lovely Mercedes, aka the goddess herself, Dr. Unicorn. She is a wellness practitioner, a Reiki master, a sound vibration healing facilitator, meditation guide, and incredible mother. And as a spiritual coach, her mission is to assist in raising the vibrations of everyone and everything that she comes in contact and connection with. And most importantly, to provide a safe space for sharing and healing, in which she helps individuals to transmute their pain into power and more. So, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Yes, definitely excited to share space and to talk about this beautiful green plant and how we can all have equal access to it. If you can share with us, what is your relationship with cannabis?
So my relationship with cannabis is a very spiritual one. It helps me to find balance in almost every situation in life. A huge point to mention is that cannabis has helped me get through a lot of actual physical pain, apart from emotional stuff, but like actual physical pain. I've gone through a lot medically, and I've always managed to take little to no medication, just getting by with my cannabis. So
powerful.
Yeah, it's also very spiritual for me. I like before I meditate. It's like almost in every action of my life.
Okay, so cannabis is a healer, I hear.
Yes, yes, it is.
Lovely. So something else that we can heal in cannabis is inclusion. Is this lack of inclusion? If you can share with us, what do you feel about inclusion and equity in the cannabis industry?
I mean, I think it's crucial, especially considering how many people of color are in jail and, paying for a crime that's not even a crime now, that other people are making money for, but then they're not even in the industry. I think that it's very important, and it's also going to help shift how America looks at the Black man as a businessman. I think that that's going to make a huge impact, and I'm all for it. I think it's crucial. I think it needs to happen, because that's another healing aspect that needs to happen. Once there's more inclusion, it's more balanced, there's more healing that, continues to happen, which is the goal.
Yeah.
With everything in life.
For sure. Healing, balance, inclusion. I hear that.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you think that gift can provide that, can help in this journey of balance and inclusion?
It sounds to me like they're very well connected, and they have people that are already in the industry that have done things that have worked. And so to have that support for people of color to come in is, that's the gift right there. That is literally what it is. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. Yeah, they're providing the gift of experience and and sharing what they know.
And support. When you have support of other people that are in the industry, it helps other people to automatically respect you, which is what we're looking for, right?
Mm-hmm. Respect. See, that's another. There's so many levels to this, but yeah, it's coming into the industry. Respect. Okay.
Right.
Okay, and let me see, what else can we talk about? So this green industry funded training. What is your relationship with it? How did you hear about GIFT?
So I actually heard about GIFT from one of the most amazing people on this planet. She goes by the name of Sid, and she is someone that I really respect in the cannabis industry. Since the day that I've met her, she's always been a huge advocate, always about inclusion. Like, she's brilliant, beautiful on the inside and out. So I respect her when it comes to anything that has to do with shaking up the cannabis industry, which I feel like is one of her life missions. Definitely something that I feel like she's meant to do is to help shake the industry. So as soon as she told me about this, and within the first, I don't even know, maybe 5 seconds, I was like, I'm all in. What can I do? How can I help? How can I share this with, my audience? How can I help be of service to you? Because again, anything that comes from her, that she's putting her foot behind it, and if she's saying like, this is something that I feel like will be good, I'm all for it.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
I love how you said that, like shaking up the cannabis industry. Like that's definitely what's happening with Gift and and Sid and all of these people in cannabis that we seem to be connected with.
Yes.
So when we think about like shaking it up, like what needs to be shaken? What needs to like fall out? Like we can. What do you think?
I mean, I think more about less than falling out. I think it's more about that inclusion factor. Is that we really just need to have more people of color as business owners, especially in the cannabis industry. Like it's that alone. Anytime that you involve trying to bring balance when it comes to people of color, it's always going to shake things up. It's always going to shake things up. But, I know that on a healing level, people of color tend to be more right-sided on their brain. And so it's usually more from a place of love. And as afraid as, I don't know, whoever it is that's out there is of having people of color in business, it's actually just going to bring a whole other level of love and understanding. And I think that's what we need. And, even the way that we're going into this with these, I don't remember their names, but the ones that started the gift program.
J.
Cut that part out. But you know what I mean? But with them starting this, it's all about giving. It's a gift. They're trying to help people. That's already coming from a place of love. So when you're coming from that frequency, you have no choice but to shake things up and raise the vibration in a positive direction.
I feel like that's so beautiful that you brought in love and how that's part of the healing, because I definitely see cannabis it's a heart opener, right? It's green.
Oh, yes.
It's getting us in a heart space. So we're just trying to infuse the industry with more of the love that the plant brings naturally.
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful. Okay, let me see. There's just so much. I feel like I want to talk to you about like more like spiritual and like this industry. I mean, the main thing is balance, love, inclusion. So we're really trying to heal this cannabis industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's
which the plant itself is a healer. So
yes.
We're just trying to do the plant's work. Trying to make sure that the plant gets to be where it needs to be and helping out as many people as it can.
Yeah, so this mission is not only for us, it's for the plant too, so it can shine in its biggest light.
Right, right.
Yeah. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's so much I want to talk to you, and I just don't know how much of it is relevant to the gift, but I mean it's all connected. But yes, through inclusion, through this program, through love, through balance, and equity, we are able to let the plant shine in its truest light, which is love. Okay, this can bring me something else that we can talk about. Right now, I feel like there's a big thing of creating counter propaganda in cannabis, because a lot of people, when they think of cannabis, they only know like these stigmas of like lazy on the couch and yeah. So what are ways that you like to create counter propaganda or shine cannabis in a beautiful light?
I mean, the only example I can use is of myself, because it's like I smoke a lot of weed. I do. I smoke a lot, and I probably, and I'm not saying this like for anything, but in my household, I am the hardest working. I am the one that's doing the most, constantly working. So it's definitely not about being lazy. spend my life trying to elevate other people, and I'm constantly smoking. So I know firsthand that there's nothing, it doesn't make you lazy. It doesn't make you not as smart. I just think everybody's different. You know, you have to know what's okay. Maybe my tolerance is really high, but to me, the life that I've been able to create, I don't think I would have been able to do it if I didn't have marijuana in my life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's been a tool that's.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. If I could not have manifested the things that I have done, I could not have gotten through depressive times. I could not have created the happiness that I feel like I was able to do if it wasn't for the cannabis. And it's not even like I have to have it, because then if I don't have it, it's not like I'm miserable. Or, I mean, sometimes I might be. I might feel a little upset. So.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, I think, like I said, I think cannabis is, for me personally, without cannabis, I would not have been able to be living the life that I'm living, that I love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. And with inclusion and with opening up more dispensaries, then we can provide that healing and that tool to more people, which is beautiful. And something else that you were saying too, kind of made me think how cannabis brings balance, but also providing people of color with the platform to be able to open up dispensaries. It creates more representation in the industry, which is so needed and beautiful to be able to look at an industry and see people like you doing it. It's almost like a tool of empowerment. They're able to not only empower the individuals who are making the business, but empower anybody who walks in the business and thinks, maybe I want to do something.
And it empowers children a whole lot, because kids, what they see at a young age, regardless of what you tell them, kids are very observant. So, you know, if a child growing up seeing their father or their mother as someone that's powerful, that's going to do a lot to that child, as opposed to seeing, like, think about two children. One can have a parent that could be in jail for having weed, and then another child can be the child of parents that own a dispensary, and yet they have two completely outlooks on the same exact medicine. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, so I think that's very important, because it's important for kids to see that people of color should be at the top and should be business owners and should be, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that it's capable, that it's accessible. We're creating access and then showing other people that you can get this too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's beautiful. So it's bigger than us. It's and we're spreading that. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Well, everything else I want to talk to you about is more personal and not here. So
we're gonna have to hang out, girl.
I know, for sure. But I just want to say, like, thank you so much for the time that you provided and all your knowledge and bringing spirit into this conversation about cannabis. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This was great.
Yes.
I would love to, like, do a live with you and talk more about this with my audience, because that way they can hear more about this. And I love your energy. I feel like we click really well. So I feel like people would be pleasantly enjoying our conversation, and then that way we can keep pumping this information out, because like how do I help? What can I do to help right now?
Yes. Okay. For sure. I mean, right now it's going to be like spreading awareness, like as this gift program, we're doing the launch on Sunday. But you know, as we get more information, just like sharing that.
Yes. I would love to share it on my platform as much as possible. So.
Beautiful. I love that. Oh, and speaking of your platform, the audience, if anybody is, of course, connected with this goddess and you need more of her energy, you can find her on the unicorngoddess.com and on Instagram. And where else on Instagram?
So Instagram, so I'm on Instagram, it's the Unicorn Goddess, and then I have my YouTube channel, which is Vibration Meditation. But really, if you just to get like a taste of it, if you go on Instagram, I have a ton of like sound healing and a lot of tools, and it can kind of direct you from there on so many ways that we can connect.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This
Okay.
was great.
Yes, lovely.